Welcome to Janae's Essentials Intention versus Impact. Today, I want to discuss an important concept that often gets overlooked in our interactions with others: the difference between intention and impact. It is a topic that can greatly enhance our understanding of how our words and actions affect those around us. And if you're anything like me, you may think that having a positive intention is good enough. What I overlooked was the impact my words were having on those around me. My name is Janae Robinson. I am a life coach, a certified yoga therapist, and the moderator for the Facebook page Trauma Recovery for Women from Narcissistic and Toxic Relationships. If you are ready to identify relationship trauma, create alignment so you can live in a beautiful state, then listen in. I am taking a good guess that you know that strained relationships can cause stress and unhappiness in our lives, and how misunderstandings and conflicts can make it difficult to maintain a harmonious connection with our loved ones. So I wanted to really break down intention and impact today. Intention refers to the thoughts, beliefs, and motivations behind our words and actions. It is what we meant or intended to convey or accomplish. You might think, I have good intentions. I want to connect, support, and uplift others, right? But sometimes, despite our best intention, our impact can be quite different. Impact, on the other hand, refers to the actual effect our words and actions have on others. It is how our behavior is received and the consequences that it brings. While our intentions may be pure, the impact can unintentionally be harmful. And this is because impact is shaped by various factors, such as personal experiences, cultural backgrounds, and individual perspectives. So understanding the difference between intention and impact is crucial in fostering effective communication and building stronger relationships. It allows us to reflect on the outcome of our actions, take responsibility for our impact, and make necessary adjustments. It also helps us to be more empathetic towards others, recognizing that their experience and interpretation may differ from our own. When we are in relationship or around others with toxic, tricky language, we often feel the sting of their impact. And so I really want to swing the pendulum all the way to the other side, just so that you can see the difference. So here are 4 examples that I have personally experienced. So hold on to your hats. I've experienced conditional language. Someone gave me a gift one time, but then told me the only way that I could use it, and that I wasn't allowed to give the gift away. And I'm not talking re-gifting. Another was discounting my opinion. This one is one of the weirdest things that I've been told. I said, this top is really comfortable to sleep in. And they replied with, I guess, and the fabric will probably give you cancer. Where does that come from? The next one is disagreeing when they agree. One time I had said, it has been a warm fall. And they replied with, no, it's been warm and dry. And lastly, the put down. I was singing in the car one time, and this person said, oh, you sing just like me. You can't carry a tune. So I know you're either wondering, who are you hanging around with, Janae? Or you've heard comments like this before. And hey, I want to be honest here because I've gotten it wrong before too. And so I wanted to give you some examples that I found myself doing in the past that eroded my impact. The first one was ignoring someone to avoid an awkward conversation. The second one was telling someone a hard truth that they did not want to hear. The third one, smiling and being polite when I needed to advocate for someone else. So let's take a moment and feel into our feet. Take a deep breath. I just dropped a lot on you. And take a moment and reflect on the impact that disharmony has on your relationships. You might want to take a couple more breaths or even place a hand on your belly or your heart. As you consider the negative emotions, communication breakdowns, and overall dissatisfaction that can arise when impact is lacking. And in my case, intention may have been used to protect myself, to convey something difficult, or to keep the peace, but my impact told a different story. So what we want to remember is that impact involves being authentic as well as having compassion. And next, I'd like you to take a step back and evaluate the root causes of disharmony in your relationships. Identify areas where miscommunication, unrealistic expectation, or unresolved conflict may be contributing to tension. And today I wanted to talk about my 2 pillars of light. Using these 2 pillars in our communication is a way that we can approach relationships with impact. And they're comprised from 2 of the yoga yamas. The first one is satya, or truth, to tell the truth. The second one is ahimsa, which is without violence, or what I say is without ruining the relationship. We want to show up telling the truth without ruining the relationship. And this concept is twofold. It is impact that we want to receive. We hope to receive this. And it is impact that we want to offer. It is where the true colors of your relationship show up. These 2 pillars will show you who you want to be in relationship with. And it is something to teach your children and grandchildren. These are things that I teach my grandchildren, my children, the women that I coach, as well as the people that I am in relationship with. And remember, when we are healing from toxic relationships and stepping out to build or repair our more healthy relationships, we can find ourselves stuck in defensiveness, trust issues, trying to be heard, trying to be believed, or even become emotionally blunt. Our intention may be good, but until we begin to see the residue that has been left inside of us from the toxic relationships, we may not realize the extent of the residue that is leaking out of us completely unintentionally. So grab a pen and let me introduce you to 4 keys that you can bring into your relationship to create impact. The first one is healthy communication. This is key. We want to be open, honest, and respectful because we know that that type of communication is essential for fostering impact in relationships. Part of healthy communication is to practice active listening, express your feelings clearly, and be open to understanding the other person's perspective. Number 2 is to cultivate empathy. And oftentimes empathy is what the toxic individual is lacking. And we know that it is what a narcissist is lacking. So empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, to put yourself in their shoes and to try to see the situation from their perspective. Cultivating empathy will help you to build understanding and bridge the gap between you. Number 3 is to practice forgiveness. Holding on to grudges and resentments only perpetuates disharmony. When you are building a relationship with a healthy individual, it may be hard to remember that they are not the narcissist. They are not that toxic person that maybe you had trouble with in the past. The impact of forgiveness and the ability to let go of past grievances is essential to maintaining long-term healthy relationships. So when we practice forgiveness, we want to remember that no one is perfect and we all make mistakes. Having discernment in our new relationships can have a great impact on healing those trust issues. Number 4 is to seek compromise. And this may be where you find some residue left from a previous toxic or narcissistic relationship. In any relationship, there will be differences and disagreements. Instead of focusing on the old program of them winning or them always being right, aim for compromise. This is where the true health of a relationship lives. Finding the common ground and working together to find solutions that satisfy both parties. So set your pens down, find those feet again, place hands on heart or belly, and just take another breath here. By implementing these strategies, you can create an impactful and harmonious atmosphere in your relationships. Improved communication, empathy, forgiveness, and compromise will strengthen your connections and lead to greater happiness and fulfillment. And before I go, I want to encourage you to explore this concept in your own relationships at a deeper level. Let's focus on impact. By implementing the strategies I've brought here, you can create more healthy and fulfilling connections in all areas of your life. And if I can help you in any way, stick around. Watch more videos here, or you can join my Facebook group, Trauma Recovery for Women from Narcissistic and Toxic Relationships, and we can continue the conversation there. Thank you for watching.